The story of the 5 biggest military ships in the world. Giants of naval power. Military ships are built for strength, endurance, and power. The largest of them are like floating fortresses, capable of launching aircraft, carrying thousands of crew members, and projecting a nation's strength across the globe. These massive ships are key players in diplomacy, disaster relief, and, if necessary, warfare. Let's take a closer look at the 5 biggest military ships by full length and displacement, and the stories they carry. USS Gerald R. Ford, CVN 78. Country, United States. Class, Ford-class aircraft carrier. Length, 1,106 feet, 337 meters. Full load displacement, approximately 100,000 tons. Commissioned, 2017. The story, the USS Gerald R. Ford is the largest and most advanced warship in the world. Named after the 38th U.S. President, this carrier introduced a new era of naval technology. It features electromagnetic catapults, EMALs, to launch jets instead of steam, advanced radar, and a smaller crew thanks to automation. The ship had a long testing period, but in 2022, it completed its first major deployment, leading NATO operations and exercises in the Atlantic, symbolizing American presence and power. Fun fact: it can launch more aircraft per day than any other carrier in history. Before we sail on to our next naval giant, here's a quick reminder. If you're enjoying this deep dive into the world's most powerful warships, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We bring you the stories behind the steel, the technology, and the legends that shape our seas. Stay aboard for more incredible naval history and engineering marvels. Your support helps us chart the next course. Nimitz-Class aircraft carriers. Country, United States. Length, 1,092 feet, 333 meters. Full load displacement, approximate landing eddy 7,000 tons. In service, 10 ships since 1975. Flagship example, USS Nimitz, CVN 68. The story, before the Ford class, the Nimitz-Class ruled the oceans. For decades. Before the Ford class, and for decades, these carriers served as symbols of U.S. global reach, participating in conflicts from Desert Storm to Operation Enduring Freedom. The USS Nimitz, the first of its class, was a Cold War powerhouse and is still active nearly 50 years later. These carriers are equipped with nuclear reactors, giving them 20-plus years of power without refueling. Fun fact: each Nimitz-class ship carries about 90 aircraft and over 5,000 personnel. HMS Queen Elizabeth, R08. Country, United Kingdom. Class, Queen Elizabeth class aircraft carrier. Length, 918 feet, 280 meters. Full load displacement, approximately 70,600 tons. Commissioned, 2017. The story, HMS Queen Elizabeth is the largest warship ever built for the Royal Navy. It's a key part of Britain's return to carrier-based naval power. It carries F-35B Lightning II stealth jets, which can take off vertically. In 2021, the ship led the Carrier Strike Group 21, a global deployment that visited the Mediterranean, Indian Ocean, and the South China Sea, making it Britain's most significant naval voyage in a generation. Fun fact: it has 2 islands command towers, one for navigation and one for flight operations. Admiral Kuznetsov, 063. Country, Russia. Class, Admiral Kuznetsov class aircraft carrier. Length, 1,001 feet, 305 meters. Full load displacement, approximately 58,600 tons. Commissioned, 1990. The story, the Admiral Kuznetsov is Russia's only aircraft carrier. It's unique because it carries both aircraft and heavy missiles, blending the roles of a carrier and missile cruiser. In 2016, it was deployed off Syria's coast to support Russian airstrikes, but the mission was marred by technical failures and accidents. Since then, it's been undergoing long-term repairs with plans to return to service. Fun fact: it has been nicknamed the smoking carrier due to frequent engine and exhaust issues. INS Vikrant, IA-Seek-1. Country, India. Class, Vikrant-class aircraft carrier. Length, 860 feet, 262 meters. Full load displacement, approximately 45,000 tons. Commissioned, 2022. The story, INS Vikrant is India's first indigenously built aircraft carrier, marking a huge leap in its defense industry. Built in Kochi, it symbolizes India's rise as a major maritime power in the Indo-Pacific region. During its sea trials in 2021, 2022. The Vikrant proved capable of launching MiG-29K jets, helicopters, and potentially future Indian-built aircraft. It's expected to support India's strategic missions in the Indian Ocean and beyond. Fun fact: Vikrant means courageous in Sanskrit, and a previous INS Vikrant served in the 1971 Indo-Pak War. Conclusion: the titans that guard the seas. From the cutting-edge USS Gerald R to the historic Admiral Kuznetsov, the biggest military ships in the world are symbols of national strength, innovation, and global reach. They serve as mobile air bases, humanitarian responders, and deterrents in international conflicts. Each of these giants carries more than missiles and aircraft. They carry a nation's identity, ambition, and presence across the world's oceans.